Hi, this is Happy Bird from happybirdsglitternest.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make these lovely little decorative tassels, and you can use them for so many things: Christmas ornaments, purse charms, junk journals, you name it. And I just made these using very inexpensive items, and believe it or not, the bead caps were cheapola bead caps. And I'll give you a little more information about that as we go along in this video. So with that said, I hope you stay tuned and enjoy this video. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to cut a little rectangle pattern. And I just used cardstock, but you can use whatever you'd like. And I measured this 4 inches across, 2 inches in height, and I just cut it out with my paper cutter because I can't draw a straight line to save my life. Okay, so now you're going to need a piece of felt in the color of your choice, and this is just the felt rectangles that they have at Walmart in the craft section and in the craft stores. And I'm just going to take my pencil here and just lightly trace around this. This is actually a sketch pencil that came 4 to a pack at the Dollar Tree, and I like it because it's a little bit darker so I can see it a little bit better with my eyes. And just take a pair of some nice sharp scissors that will cut the felt without struggling. And I'll show you why in a moment. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'll even it up a little bit. There we go. Alright. Just trimming it up. You don't want to go too crazy on that, but alright. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to choose some adhesive rhinestones in 2 different colors. I like to use clear and then a coordinating color to match my felt. Now you can certainly buy these rhinestone stickers at the Dollar Tree. They have them in the Jot brand, and I think there's 315 in that package. Or you can buy the adhesive rhinestones like I have here at the 99-cent store, and you get 504 in this package. And that's nice because it does come with a clear already in here, so you get the clear and the colored rhinestone. And I did pick up clear in pink, and they had clear in lavender too. So if you have a 99-cent store near you, it might be worth it to check it out. And Walmart also has some really lovely rhinestone stickers, adhesive rhinestones. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this. And once I have it down where I want it, I'm just going to press this down with my finger like this. And it looks like I'll have room for one more there, so I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so now I'm going to do a row of clear. These do stick really well. And I'm going to put this just like so. And I'm kind of lining these up the best I can with the first row, and I'll show you why when we are towards the top. Okay, it looks like I have one more I can can put here. Okay, and then I'm going to do another row of blue. And I'm going to line it up the best I can. I know it won't be 100% perfect, but close enough. And I'll show you why I'm lining these up too as we get further to the top. Okay. And then now we're not going to go to the very top. I'm going to leave about half an inch like this at the top without any rhinestones. Okay, and make sure you press them down. Oops, I needed to get a blue one. Okay, here we go. And I think let's see. Here. And let's see. I think I'm going to do one more. Right here. So I'm leaving about a half an inch at the top. Okay. All right. So now, press this down. Okay, so I'm going to take my little precision scissors here, and I'm just going to carefully cut in between the rhinestones, and I'm going to stop cutting just as I get to about the top of the rhinestone, because we want to leave that half-inch piece across here. And I would highly suggest using the shorter blade precision scissors like I have here, because when I was making my first one, my prototype, I was using the long blade scissors, and I accidentally cut right through the top and completely cut it off. And I was almost at the end too. Okay, so I'm just going to do this very carefully all the way down. And this is why I wanted you to line up your rhinestones so it would make easier, straighter cuts. And we are almost at the end. Okay, so now we have our little fan here. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to flip this over, and you're going to need a 2-inch eye pin. And the eye pin has an open circle at the top, okay? And so you're just going to take the smallest amount of glue right here at the end, like that. You're going to set your eye pin right there, like that. And then put a little more hot glue on top so the eye part of the eye pin is encased. And then you're going to gently turn it over, gently tap it. You don't want to squish it down so all this hot glue goes running out, okay? Now you're just going to leave it a minute until it dries, okay? And then I'll show you where to go from here. Now we're going to roll this up, and so don't put any hot glue across here. I know, some of you may be tempted to do that. Don't do that, because when we finish rolling this up, I'm going to show you a way that you can make adjustments to make sure everything is even. But if you put hot glue across here, you won't be able to do it, okay? So just leave it empty, all right? And this feels pretty good. Now I like to pick it up like this with the pen part sticking in the air, and I like to just kind of roll it this way. I'm trying to make the top as even as possible, but it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay, because like I said, I'll show you how to even it up. Don't worry about doing any adjusting right now. I'm just rolling it. And do it as snugly as you can. It's not going to feel super snug, but do it as snugly as you can. Okay, so right at the very end, I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue and gently tap this over. You don't want to push it down where all this hot glue is squirting out. Now I'm going to allow it to dry for just a moment. Just want to make sure that it feels like it's hardening first. Okay. Alright, now you want to even all of these little pieces up at the bottom. So you're going to take the head pin and just tug it like this and pull this up. And as you can see that I'm doing that, this is nice and even across here. And then just look at the bottom. See, it looks even, doing it that way. Now if you had put a stripe of hot glue on here, on the felt, like I told you guys not to, you wouldn't have been able to pull this up. It would have just been stuck. Okay, so now that we have that nice and even, I have these bead caps that I bought from Joann's. They're 13 millimeters across. You can use a 13 millimeter or a 14 millimeter. But these were hanging up in a bag where all the bead findings were at Joann's. And of course you can also find these online. And if you can't find a 13 millimeter, just get a 14 millimeter. And all you have to do is just type in the words in the eBay search bar, 13 millimeter bead cap or 14 millimeter, and there'll be a whole bunch that'll pop up for you. That is, if you don't have a Joann's near you. And then I bought these from a seller. It took a while to get them to me. I think it was a couple of months, but these are 8 millimeter, and he's got them in the antique silver, like I have here, antique gold, bronze, and I think copper, but I'll make sure to put that link on my blog. I can't put it here on YouTube because of their policy, but I will put it on my blog. Every week I post, well, I shouldn't say every week because sometimes it's longer than a week, but whenever I post a new tutorial on my blog, I not only have a picture of it, but I also have a list of the materials you'll need and any links that I have for you. So if you click on the link to my blog in the description box below this video that says show more, then you'll see this project and everything will be there for you, okay? And if you still have problems, you can always email me at happybirdsglitternest@gmail.com. Okay, so I'll stop my yakking and put a little bit of hot glue around here. You don't want a ton, you want just enough to where it'll hold, because you don't want a hot glue mess. And you're going to put this 13 millimeter bead cap like this on top, just like that. Oh, I almost forgot. This little area right here, we're going to add one final row. And of course it won't be a complete row because it's a lot smaller, but you can line this up right here with your other rhinestones and just go all the way around like this, and then stop about here. Okay, so we have that. I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have forgotten that. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to put on here is going to be one of the little 8 millimeter bead caps. 9 millimeter would also do, that's fine. And we have a little, not that one, this one. We have a white rondelle that I bought by the strand at Michael's, and this is 12 millimeter. And the next thing I'm going to put on is another of the 13 millimeter bead caps. Then I'm going to add an 8 millimeter bead cap. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Okay. And then I have another rondelle. And let's see, I think, pretty sure this is 8 or... Now this is closer to a 9 millimeter. But if all you can find is an 8 millimeter, that's fine too. And I'm measuring the width of the rondelles, okay? The rondelle height doesn't matter. I'm measuring the width. Okay, and I'm adding another one of those little bead caps, like this. So then we have our little tassel almost finished. You're going to have about, no, not even a half an inch. I'd say a little less than a half an inch. Let me double check. Yeah. It's kind of a little over a 1/4 of an inch. Okay. So regardless, I'm going to hold everything down like this. I take my round nose pliers and I'm just going to roll this and then give it a little back bend. Just like that. And this head pin I'm using is a 21 gauge. If anybody is curious. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now you can, at this point, I'm going to put a jump ring. Make sure this is, I'm going to pull this back a little bit more. And then move it forward. I just want everything tight, nice and tight. Okay. So I'm just going to take a 7 millimeter jump ring. I got that at Michael's, hanging up in the bead landing section. You can also use an 8 millimeter, that's fine. And just open that and slip this on. And at this point, you can decide what you want to do with it. If you want to make it into a purse charm, you can add a little large lobster claw clasp at the top. If you want to turn this into a Christmas ornament, then that's fine too. You can just put a little hook here. You can use these as tassels for your junk journals. Oh my goodness, gift bags. These would look lovely on a little gift bag. You can use these for anything you want. You could even actually use this as a pendant if you want, for a pendant necklace too. It just depends on what you want. And, you know, check out the link to the bead caps that I gave you, the small ones up here. These really make this ornament. Now, some of you might be questioning whether you should hot glue these on or not. I think if you hot glued them on, it might get a little bit messy. For me, I live in a warm, dry area, so, you know, this shouldn't be an issue with anything coming off or anything like that. I guess if you lived in an area that was really humid and hot, and you planned on using this for, you know, a purse charm or something like that, you might think twice about that and get a mini detail hot glue gun, like I have here, you know, where this is very small and you can just barely squeeze. But even then it would be tough, because once the hot glue is on the felt, I mean, it's pretty much there. So, I mean, so far this has worked fine for me. I don't think that you would have any issues with it, but just be your own judge. Okay, so with that said, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. And if you watch my videos but you aren't a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. It's a rectangle. It's a little ways below this video. And you know, come visit my Facebook group. Request to join and I'll approve you. My Facebook group is Happy Birds Glitter Nest, and we have so many lovely ladies on that board, and it is drama free, so I think you will really enjoy it. So come check us out. And thank you so much again, and God bless each and every one of you. Take care now. Bye bye.